Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome. We've got a peculiar setup this morning. The camera didn't work, so we're using a webcam, and we're making it work. So that's why you see Alex's face closer
Hello.
than mine. Can everybody hear us okay? Everybody, we good? Yeah, we hear us.
I hear us. So.
All right, I'm gonna get everything set up the way I need to get set up, and then we'll get going. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Hello. Make sure to like or heart react and share it with your friends because ain't nothing like a party like a bead party or something.
Ain't no party like a
that's it.
Bead extravaganza party. That's for
there
sure. All right, I'll stop yelling. I'm like, oh, okay.
You're on 10, as the kids say.
I am on 10. First of all, thank you everybody for joining us.
Hello.
Cardinals. Oh no, but he is a Cardinals fan.
I am a big Cardinals fan, and they have not been playing well. But
Sally's a local.
That's a story for another video.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Thanks for being a part of the Great Bead Extravaganza. This has been fantastic. I don't know, if I wasn't a presenter, I'd be like watching every single one of them. I've been a little bit busy, so I haven't had a chance to watch every single one yet, but I've been going back through all the replays, and it's been a lot of fun. So I'm excited. Also, I want to thank all the presenters that have helped put this together. This, just like I said, this has been fabulous. Let's talk project, shall we?
We shall.
We shall.
We shall.
Yay.
Yes.
Okay. So, like I said, if you're just joining us, our setup is a little bit wonky this time because our camera stopped working like right before.
Literally like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, so it was like a rush. We were like downloading apps to try to get it to work. Alex is a technical wizard. So are we on hand cam now?
We can be.
Let's do that. Right. Let's hand cam it.
Watch this magic, y'all.
Whoa.
The future is now.
Okay. So yeah, this is our zipper bracelet. It's super cute, if I do say so myself. What's cool about this project is that it is super easy, as you might suspect, just from the limited ingredients that we have in the kit. And then it's also nice because it's adjustable. So it makes a great gift. It's relatively inexpensive. Oh, I'm not on.
It's a little bit, yeah. She's got to get used to the new.
Yeah, the new setup. Sorry, guys.
The engagement.
The engagement. Can he fix Facebook? Man, I wish. We'd be living a different life if he knew how to fix Facebook.
Look, that's on Zuckerberg.
Yeah,
okay? He's got all those billions. He can figure that out.
So this particular one is my favorite color combination. It's the black and gold. It's just stunning. But Alex, can you do the vegan suede slide?
Yeah. Give me one moment.
I hope these slides work now that
That wasn't what I meant to click.
Uh-oh. Nope. That one. Yeah.
Boom.
So the kit comes in so many different color combinations. Are they seeing that full screen?
Yep.
Awesome. So as you can see, we've got 18 different colors of the vegan suede cord, which is what we'll use to lace it all together. And then we also have 4 metal colors to choose from. And copper is on pre-order right now. Our first batch of copper kits sold out so fast. Here's the copper bracelet.
Switch back over?
Yeah, sorry. I thought we were already. Ooh, can you manually focus that?
No, why not?
Oh,
that is the one downside of the webcam.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
So.
Oh, there it did it.
Oh, no.
It's as good as it gets.
It's as good as it gets, guys. We'll make sure to do a YouTube video for this. There we go. So yeah, the copper kits sold out really quick, and we've got them coming in again. We've got more chain coming in, but it's not going to be till the end of the month when we get those out, but they are available for pre-order. But all 3 other colors are available. And special shout out to Kelly Sutton, who closed out the night last night with her fabulous bracelet tutorial for the beautiful fire polish wrapped flat leather. She sent me a spool of brass chain. We bought out all of the chain from the manufacturer, but she sent us a roll of brass chain so that we could keep sending those kits out to you guys. So we do have brass now available.
She's the real MVP.
She really is. She's always been, really. Always. Can you drop the, I know, I'm sorry. We're trying. Can you drop the link to the kit in the chat? So Alex is going to drop I keep looking over here like I'm talking to them, but I need to.
Yeah, you're up here.
Alex is going to drop the link to the kit in the chat.
Damn.
Yay. Thank you. And then let's check my notes. Yeah, I think that's that. Okay. You may notice that we're wearing really cool shirts. Oh, wrong. So
this is strange.
It really is. Because the industry is so strange right now, we as a bead store, we're having a hard time getting product in.
Here, you might be able to see them better now.
Oh yeah, there we go. We're having a hard time getting our traditional products in to sell to you guys. So we thought, why not use this opportunity to sell something else?
Some merch. Who doesn't love a good t-shirt? And these are really nice.
Would you want to bring that slide up?
Yeah.
So we have t-shirts available if you're interested in helping support us in a non-traditional way. These shirts are printed by my friend Mike of Jersey's Best Neighbors. And they help us grow, and in turn we can maybe help you grow with what we're all learning here in the extravaganza. So can you drop the link to that in the chat? And it doesn't have to happen right away. Let's just go back to hand cam and we can start on the project.
Boom.
Okay, now that my rambling chatter is out of the way.
Here's the link for that though.
You'll have to get it manually. So go to all products. That works too. All right, guys. Housekeeping out of the way. Let's get going. So I thought I would do, I thought I would do a silver kit today. And I thought that I would do, here's what our fun little kits look like. I thought I'd do a silver kit today. And I thought I'd do this really pretty coral color because it's summer. So why not? Hey, Becca. Thanks, Anne. I think it's really cute. It's got two of my favorite things on it, beads and plants. So what we're going to do is open up our kit bag. Inside the kit, you will see that we have some bicycle chain. Now, I chose this chain because it reminds me of summertime. The chain style is called bicycle chain. It's kind of like a Rolo chain, but it is, I wish you guys could see this as well as I can see it in person. I know I can't get it closer without it not focusing.
Try it. I'm going to go grab my drink real quick.
Okay. Let's see how close we can get before it blows out. So it's like a doubled Rolo. I know, Susan, I'm so sorry. If you're just joining us, our camera stopped working right before we went live, so we're doing the best we can. So we'll do a YouTube video after the fact. But what we're going to do is start by laying our chain flat and try to keep all of the links in the same direction. So the charm should be facing up, and then we're going to dump the spacers and the clasp out. So the spacers that we're using are beautiful plated tier cast pewter. They're cute little coiled rings, and we are going to kind of just separate them into two different piles. So we're going to have, there's 25 in the kit, so it's an odd number. But we're going to have two piles of 12 and then an odd ball. So where's everybody watching from this morning? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't count today.
It's okay.
I'm a little flustered, if you can't tell from our rocky start. Alex, are you able to see where everybody's watching from and tell me while I count?
Trying to get it. Boston, Wisconsin, Alaska, Georgia, Canada, Alberta,
Collinsville, That's where we live.
Collinsville, that's right around the corner. Palm Springs, Massachusetts, Maryland, California, New Mexico. There's so many California. I didn't.
California is also, I learned this
Hawaii.
yesterday. California is also the state where we house the most TGBE presenters.
There you go.
Yeah.
And one in Canada.
And one in Canada.
Arkansas.
And one in
San
Collinsville.
Francisco.
2 in Collinsville.
I wish I was in San Francisco. That sounds awesome. Florida, New York, Tennessee.
All right. not to.
LA. ABQ. Oh.
Ooh, near Champaign. Which one? Which Champaign? Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to take our suede. This is vegan suede lacing, approximate 1 by 3 millimeter cord. What we're going to do is make sure to prep the ends. So a lot of times we'll just naturally cut it at an angle just because it looks nice. But if yours is not cut at an angle, just take a sharp pair of scissors or a thread snips or something. And what you're going to do is just cut it so that you've got a nice sharp tip. And let's see how close I can get with this. Well, that's about it. You going to go see if you can make it better?
Focus. It's going to be weird. You put it closer.
Whoa.
Put it closer. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
there we go.
Nice, guys. Alex did it. He really is a technical wizard. Like we're rolling with it because that's what we do.
There we go.
If you're just joining us, sorry for the wonky setup, guys. Our camera stopped working like 10 minutes before we went on. So
the show must go on.
We've used it for years, so we don't know why. All right, so what we're going to do now is we are going to find the very center link of our chain. So what I like to do is pick my chain up from the charm and pick it up from the end link. And I'm going to hold the chain like this. So the charm and my end link are up here at the top. And I'm going to find the center link down here at the bottom. And Alex, you're going to have to tell me if I need to make any adjustments with where I'm holding things.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. So
perfect right there.
Awesome. So I'm going to find the center link. So to me, it looks like this is the center link. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my hands on that, and I'm going to set my bracelet back down. I'm going to situate it, like I said, where it's kind of all facing up and my charm is facing up. I wish you guys could see this better. I'm so sorry. So I still have my finger on that center link and my charm is facing up and all of my chain links are in the same direction. And the reason why I'm stressing this so much is because we want to make sure that we're putting the cord through in the right direction. So if you could tell from the picture for this kit, what we're going to do is we're going to snake the cord through kind of side by side and just weave it through the chain. But we have to make sure it's going through the right direction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my suede through sideways like this on my link, not up and down through the link. We're going to go sideways through the link. And guys, when you're looking at this chain in front of you, this is going to make a lot more sense. These chain links are double-sided. Each chain link itself has 2 holes.
It's bicycle chain, correct?
It is. It's called bicycle chain. It doesn't look like actual bicycle chain, but the chain style is called bicycle chain, which is why we wanted to use it, because it's summer and bicycles. So I'm going to wait for Alex to try to focus here.
Beautiful.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Alex. He really is just a miracle worker, because we were like, is this not going to work? Am I going to have to stream from my phone? So this is what we have going on. And you can see each link is 2 separate pieces. And so there's
looks better than the actual other camera.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Because the color looks better. Right?
Yeah, it does. Maybe we found a new way to do it.
Anyways, continue.
Yeah. So each chain link is 2 separate holes. And so we want to make sure that we've got the holes facing in the right direction. that make sense? Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say here? If we had my original setup, I'm sure I would be able to communicate this to you better because you'd be able to see it all in one. You guys get what I'm saying? Give me a thumbs up if you get what I'm saying, please,
Smash
so I know.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, smash that like button. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. I'm seeing them. I'm seeing the likes come in. Awesome. Thanks, Debbie. I'm glad that you get it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this one little coil that we set off to the side, and we're going to start with this one. So we're going to string this little coil right onto our suede. And we're going to slide it down to our bracelet. And now what we're going to do is keep your fingers here next to the suede. We're going to slide our fingers. I'm going to make sure you guys can see this. Slide our fingers to the end of the suede so that we can make sure the suede's not twisted. Next, what we're going to do is, I need to make sure that I'm really close to the camera so you guys can see this. Next, what we're going to do is take that suede and we're going to skip the up and down link, but we're going to put it through the next side-by-side link. And I'm going to try to angle it so you guys can see what I'm doing. Are they able to see that?
Looks pretty good to me.
Awesome.
Facebook might be doing some wonky stuff with the image quality. If you guys if you're watching on your phone, you can go into the settings and change the resolution. I know for me, it auto sets it to the lowest possible just because it wants to save data, but we're trying to learn how to do this. So you guys can set that resolution up to 1080p, and maybe Facebook will cooperate with you.
Yeah, it might agree with us.
But probably not.
All right. So what we've done so far is we've just woven it through the chain like that. Can you guys see that okay? I'm not looking at the screen like I normally do. Honestly. So, okay, awesome. So what we want to make sure is that our suede is not twisted in this little loop. It has to be flat. Otherwise, we're not going to get the effect that we want. It's not going to look cool. It might look cool, but you'd have to do that consistently throughout, and that's not the look we're going for. So now before we go any further, we have to double check two things. We have to put the bracelet down and make sure it's flat. And what I mean by flat, we can't correct that. Oh, you can. Oh, we're still far away.
Oh, no, I got you.
Oh, look at that, Alexander. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that it's flat. And what I mean by flat is that our charm, our beautiful lotus or yin-yang charm from Tiara Cast is sitting up, and our chain is sitting flat so that our pattern can sit flat. So that's the one thing. The second thing that we're going to check is to make sure that we have relatively even ends of our, oh, there's the camera, relatively even ends of our suede. They don't have to be perfectly even. We give you some extra suede, but try to get them as close to even as you can. And the one thing that I want to mention, when we cut this suede to a very sharp tip, what happens, obviously, is that because it is a synthetic fiber that's been kind of woven and bonded together, as we pull on it, especially when it's really tiny and sharp at the tip, it can break, and that's okay. We give you extra so that if it breaks, you just take your scissors and cut it at a real sharp angle again. Now, obviously, the sharper the angle, the easier it will be for you to get it through the little Rolo links, but the more likely it is to break. So kind of find that sweet spot in the middle, whatever's more important to you. If it needs to be real easy to get through for you, if you don't have fingernails that you can kind of pull it, you know, do what you need to do. Find what works best for you. Alrighty, so now what we're going to do is we're going to work this way and this way. So I'm going to do most of my rings going this way, and then I'm going to come back and do most of my rings this way. And while I do that, I'm going to be showing you, of course, how to do it. But yeah, you could definitely pin it to a macrame board. Sorry, I saw a comment.
Yeah,
I'm like all over the place
switching
this
back
morning.
and forth between things. And...
And once again, guys, sorry that it's a little awkward this morning. You guys know life happens and technology stops working sometimes. But yeah, you can definitely pin it to a macrame board. But I do want to tell you, I prefer, even when I'm doing macrame, I prefer holding it in my hands because I'm able to have better tension control that way. But that's just my personal preference. You can do whatever you want to do. So I'm going to keep working this way. I'm going to string my little link from my pile on my right side. I'm going to string that down. Once again, I'm going to keep my fingers really close here. Bring the suede, or bring my fingers out to the end of the suede to make sure it's not twisted. And then I'm going to bring it through that next side-by-side link. Let me find where we are on the camera here so you guys can see. Does that look clear, guys? Does that look okay? Are you able to see? I don't even think I'm going to be able to make, or need to be able to make a, what am I trying to say? I don't think I'll need to make a YouTube tutorial for this because I think they'll be able to see it. Oh, thanks, Kara. I know, Mary, that's me in a nutshell, especially when I'm excited about making stuff. Okay, so what we are seeing now is kind of the cool effect of the zipper bracelet. When I pull this second one, you're seeing how it's going to start to kind of zigzag, almost like the teeth of a zipper when it comes together. And we want that. That's what we want to happen. So if you see that chain start to kind of kink, good. that's what we're supposed to do. All right, so we're going to keep...
It gets angry at you?
Yeah, we want it to get angry. No,
it's an inside joke.
It's not though. They know because they've watched the Luna bracelet tutorials with us. If you've been with us since day one, in the TGBE,
day one.
You may have seen our Luna bracelet demonstrations, and so our Luna bracelets are a stainless steel stretchy bracelet blank, and when you screw them together, you have to like unscrew first. I'm in the small cam now. You have to unscrew it, like backspin it, and then twist it together. And so we say twist it till it gets angry, which is the only way I can think of to tell people to twist it until it kind of spins up on itself. All right, guys, so I've strung another one of these beautiful coiled links, and I've untwisted my suede. I think I have anyway. I've been talking. And I'm going to bring it through the next link. All right. Good deal. Oh, thanks, Mary. Yes, we can see emojis, Rosemary. We can see most of them, but we're watching on StreamYard, which is our like streaming service. So not all of them come through, but most of them come through. All right. So see what we've got so far? It's starting to do that cool zipper effect. So while I'm doing this, I thought it would be fun to do an Ask Me Anything. I know we did an Ask Me Anything in our project, our braided bracelet project on the Takeover Day. And by the way, while we're talking about Takeover Day, thank you so much for all of the support that you've shown us, especially on Takeover Day. That was so much fun. But anyway, what do you guys want to know? What do you guys want to talk about? Let's just chat while we do this, and I'll throw some tips and tricks your way while we're creating this. But let's chat. And Alex, I can't see the comments. I think I'm going to move my phone over here and set mine up against yours since I'm always looking this way. Normally, I've got my phone over in that direction because Alex's stuff is set up over here. But
how long has your store been open?
Oh, let's see, since 2005. So it's been a while. What is that, 16 years? Don't make me do math. I don't know.
What do I look like, a math wizard?
Kelly, how long has your store been open? I feel like I know this, but I don't want to guess. I feel like our stores are kind of twinsies. Like,
Twinning.
I know you were in the jewelry design game for a long time before your brick and mortar store. Rosemary Takeover Day has already happened for me, but we'll do them again. So leading the 2 weeks, leading up to 3 weeks, leading up to the Bead Extravaganza, each of us presenters had a fabulous day where we could take over the whole group. And so we had a lot of, look what I did. I didn't get it untwisted. I goofed. So let me show you how to undo this. You can either take it back out. Margaret, you're in Florida? Lucky.
Nice.
Enjoy. You're missing some real hot weather back home. So what you can do to untwist this is you can literally just untwist it in the link by just manhandling it and just twisting it back. Or what you can do is just undo it like this.
Gotta rewind.
Yeah.
Where are we located? In Fairview Heights, Illinois. It's about 15 minutes from St. Louis.
Yeah, beautiful Metro East St. Louis. We live in Collinsville, which is directly across the river from St. Louis. And our store is in Fairview Heights, which is just about 5 minutes away.
What is your biggest seller?
Go grab some jewelry tube and show them.
Girl, don't do it.
Sally, that's a great question. Sally asked how you got it. Okay, Sally. Oh,
they're coming in too fast.
Sally asked how much length do you lose of the chain when it kinks? And so that's a great question. And the reason why we designed this bracelet the way that we did is because it depends on you. It depends on how tight you pull your tension. Oh, look at you. You featured it. Hey. Yeah, it depends on how tight you pull it, because you might have noticed on some of my sample bracelets, wherever they went, some of them I didn't pull as tight as others. So I didn't get the, there we go. I didn't get the kinked effect as strongly on like the copper one or the silver one, the silver and brown. Ooh, look at this coconut brown and silver. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, so it just depends on you. But the reason why we did it this way was so that you could control how big the bracelet ends up being, just based on the adjustable slide clasp at the end. So you do actually lose a fair bit. We start out with a 6-inch length, and normally when I do it, I lose almost a full inch of chain. Not quite, but almost a full inch of chain when you pull it real tight. But like I said, it depends on your tension.
What is your favorite jewelry item to make?
I don't know. I like to make bracelet. Well, I don't know. I like to make weird metals pendants, but I find myself wearing the same necklaces over and over again. I switch out my bracelets a lot, so I feel like I should say bracelets, but I don't know. I have more fun when I make like weird, huge statement necklaces.
Yeah, that's your go-to.
Mercedes.
Yeah, I was gonna.
So that depends on you. It's personal preference. So what you want to look for is just a little bit of kinking back and forth like that. But if you like a more relaxed look, you can just not pull it as tight. You just want to make sure that your little spacers here are able to sit in one direction and not move without you intentionally moving them. And so I was going to show you guys this later, but now's a good time. See how all my little spacers are all over the place? Want to see why we call this the zipper bracelet? Really? Like, other than the way it looks like a zipper? Watch this. Watch this. Zip. Isn't that fun?
Can you do it the other way too?
Yeah, you can do it the other way.
Oh, it zips
so
and zoops.
It zips and zoops. So yeah, it's fun to play with these things. I like making jewelry that you can play with.
How snug should we be pulling? Kind of answered that.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever you feel. Could you use Rolo chain for this?
Yeah, you totally can use Rolo chain for this. It does not look as cool, in my opinion, because I like seeing the cool, like, little tapered link. It looks to me like a figure 8 with a little bar in the middle of it once those links get kinked back and forth. But yeah, you can totally use a Rolo chain for this if you'd like. All right, Alex, can you go grab a pack of jewelry tubes so I can show them? I saw a comment that said, what's your bestseller?
Can we do that at?
Yeah, we'll do that later.
End,
I'm just excited about jewelry tube. All right, so guys, I'm going to work until I have about 3 spacers left on this side, and then we'll move on to the other side. And I'll tell you why in just a few, but just keep in mind if you're making this ahead of time or along with us, if you're faster than me, keep a few spacers on each side.
We are very close to St. Clair Square, like less than a mile.
Yeah, like I can look at, if I stood in the parking lot, I could see the parking lot at the mall. Okay, so this is what I've got so far for my one side. And I keep wanting to like correct the other way. We're like mirrored. But see, isn't that fun? All right, so now I'm going to switch to the other side. So I've got my big, long piece of suede here, and I'm just going to keep working on the other side.
How did you come up with this idea?
Okay, that's a good question. So we have a bracelet project that we did several years back called the bike wrap bracelet. Before everything in the world did what it did and all of that
happened.
Yeah, before in the before times, we did free workshops in our store on the last Saturday of every month. And so we would always teach just fun projects to the community with simple, inexpensive materials. And so we did a simplified version of this just with the suede and just with the bike chain. And I loved it. We did a wraparound bracelet with it. And I thought, you know, that's such a great summer bracelet. How can we make it a little bit more special? I love the thought of bicycle chain for summertime. I love the suede because there's so many beautiful colors that you can choose from. If you're not really a color person, you can do the neutrals, or you can really make a bright, fun one like this. So this is what I did. I really love using Tierra Cast products. And so these spacers I knew from previous projects slide beautifully on the suede. So I just wanted to incorporate them. I also thought that these spacers kind of reminded me, I don't know if we can get a close enough look. They remind me of sunshine. Like they look like the sun with its rays coming out. I don't know. I thought they were perfect to fit in. And so I made a sample bracelet and I thought, wow, that's cute. I like that. Let's do a tapered finish. Let's make it adjustable so it can be a bracelet that fits everybody. Let's make it easy for a gift giving bracelet. You don't have to size it for whoever you give it to. And then I was like, it needs something. Guys, what does it need? It needs one of these. So we love these string-on charms because the loop is already there for you. But to be honest, you kind of have to think about them differently than you do other charms that have just like a hole at the top that you put a jump ring through. So we thought rather than using a couple of jump rings to attach the charm and making it dangle lower, we just decided to put them right inside the chain for you guys. It's a little bit of a trickier technique, but this is open link chain. And so when our staff was assembling these kits for you, just so that you wouldn't have to fight with the chain, we just built that charm right onto the end of the chain. So that's a long and drawn out explanation of my process. Alrighty, guys.
How do you remove links if you need to shorten or just tighten for length?
Well, so that's a great question, and I am going to answer it, but I do want to remind you that the chain length itself is not the length of your bracelet. When the bracelet is put together at the end, the suede is actually what makes it the length that you need. So I am going to show you, but I did want to mention that this the chain is shorter than what will go around your wrist, but then the suede extends it out. And we kind of did a taper at the end. Let me get it so they can see. So it doesn't jump straight from spacer to empty suede. We did spacer, and then we're going to do a little bit of empty chain, and then the suede. And so that way, yeah, that way it looks a little bit more intentional that we've got that adjustable suede in the back. But when you are wanting to adjust the length of the chain, I don't know if we're going to be able to show this, but I'm going to try. Yeah, here, let's get it right here. Boom. So right here, you can see there's a little seam. So when you want to open and close it, I mean, you could cut through this link with a side cutter, but when you want to open and close it, you're just going to take a really good quality chain nose pliers with a tiny tip. You're just going to grab here and you're going to pull it open. I'm not going to do that. This is the only chain that I have in here, and I don't want to mess it up. But you would just twist your wrist out kind of like the opposite way that you would do a jump ring. Normally when you're doing jump rings, you're opening and closing like this. You can't really do that with this chain because it's so thick, but instead you're just going to pull the side out like that. And then when you go to close it, you just have to be really careful and close it back down. So yeah. All right, so I'm still loading these beautiful little spacer beads on and stringing, and I am taking my sweet time because I'm chatting with you guys, but I'll kind of pick up the pace a little bit here since I know we only have, what, 20 minutes left?
When will
end
of the month classes
in your store again? You know what? We're hoping to start them up again soon.
Good question.
So I don't want to get too much into it just because there's a lot of guidelines that we have to follow. Illinois opened up already, but the businesses like ours still have to follow the 6 feet of separation guidelines. CDC is 3, but businesses like ours are 6. So we are going to, Jenny and I were actually just talking about this before she left yesterday. Jenny is one of our fabulous staff members. She's my brain. Like, she just keeps things going. But we're going to start with limited number of students. Yeah, limited seating classes.
That's the official term.
Yeah. So we'll be starting those real soon. But it'll be a while before we are able to do the free workshops safely again.
Kim G, you said, can you put it on for a visual?
Yeah.
So yeah, here in a little bit she can do that. Are the kits still available?
Yes, kits are still available. The first batch of copper sold out, but they are still they're coming. All the other colors are available, and
I can put up the colors.
You can pre-order copper now, and then you'll have them. I think probably end of June, early July, we'll get them shipped out.
And here are again, for those wondering, I see a couple comments in the comment section asking what colors we're using, what colors are available. Which color is this? This is 17, I believe.
Yep, I'm using color number 17.
So you guys can check that out, and whenever you go to order them, you just type in one of these 18, and that's the one you'll get. So along with
and just while we're on this screen, sorry to interrupt, I just didn't want you to change the screen real quick. So while we're on the screen, I want to point out a couple of our most popular colors. Obviously, number 9, black, is a very, very popular color. 1 and 2 are beautiful. They're very popular. And then number 13, the coconut brown.
Lucky 13.
It is my favorite color. It's stunning. Okay.
Back to.
So I want to show you why we saved a couple of beads from each of our piles. Look what I did. I was talking and I wasn't paying attention. And also, sometimes we make mistakes. So look, my chain ends are uneven. Normally, this doesn't happen to me because I'm a little bit more careful. But I think I was struggling to...
Because you're a pro.
I'm a pro. Yeah, I think I was struggling to make you guys... or help you guys see what I was doing. But this is good because I can show you why we save those extra beads. So we save those extra beads on each side just in case something like this happens. So you'll notice that on one side, I've got about 5 extra links. So I'm done on this side. We stop when we've got about 5 extra links. So I'm going to take my extra coils now and use this to make it even. So that's what I always do. I always save a couple on each end and go in and manually even it out. Because sometimes I grab the wrong side and string them on. So who knows what happens. All right, so I'm going to go to the side that has the longer chain, and I'm just going to work a couple more on that side and then even it out.
With a copper tarnish.
So our chain is fantastic. It has an anti-tarnish coating on it. So it's already an antiqued finish. Let me show you what it looks like. So it's already got an antiquing. Oh, there we go. So it's already a nice kind of burnished copper, but then it has an anti-tarnish coating on it to prevent it from discoloring over time. All right, so I am just evening this out, and then I'll show you what we do next. How are we doing on time? What time is it?
I have no idea. 10:41.
All right. Well, we're good. We're good on time then. Perfect on my timeline. Yay us, we did something right.
What is that? About a broken clock? Something.
I have no idea what you're talking
Even
about.
a broken clock is correct twice a day.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
So we started the stream and we'll end the stream on time. That's what we did correct today.
Yay. I don't know. I think you're doing a great job with the technical stuff, Alex, because I was like, uh-oh.
Well, I mean, literally 10 minutes before we started, I was like, oh, she's not doing it. Like, just message in the group.
Sorry, guys.
Message in the group. Sorry.
No, we would have pulled it off with our phone.
Just kidding. Yeah, we would have
Figured it out.
There's a will, there's a way.
That is true. Yeah, like Candy Cooper yesterday. Oh my gosh, that woman, she gets it done at a horse show, and her show was fantastic. I was like, that's admirable. That's why she's so successful, is because she just gets it done no matter what. Man, what a talented gal. All right, guys, so we're a little bit more even now. Get that screen out of my way. I can't see. Am I on screen?
Maybe.
So we're a little bit more even now, and I've got 2 of my spacers left, which is perfect because we're even. So I'm just gonna do 1 more on each side, and so we'll be good.
Pretty important question here, I think. Can you work from one end to the other instead of starting in the middle?
Vicky, you can, but I wouldn't recommend it. The reason why on projects like this I always start in the middle is because you can guess how much cord to leave at each end, or how much cord is going to be left at each end when you're done. But you might not be accurate, especially on projects like this, where depending on how tight you pull, it's going to affect how much cord you're using up. So you can, especially when you've made a few of them and you're getting really good at it and you know how much you're going to have left or how much you're going to eat up. But I always like to start in the middle of the chain and in the middle of the cord, because then I know I'm going to be close to even on each side and won't run out of anything. All right. So can we get back to hand cam and show them what I have done? So guys, I've put my last couple of spacers on, and I have a few extra links. Oh, there we go. I have a few extra links at the end of each side. We're even. So now what I'm going to do to create that taper down to just the cord is I'm just going to weave the cord through. So I'm just pretending those spacers never existed, and I'm just weaving through to the end. And I think that this is something that'll go real fast and real easy. And you'll notice that when you're doing this, they'll really zig and really zag. The chain will. And I'll show you what I mean in just a sec. All right, so see how that just kind of bends the chain side to side like that, even more so than it does here. So I'm going to flip all my spacers in the right direction and move to the other side. How are we doing with questions? Anybody have any questions?
Chat's starting to slow. I feel like you know, when you're at
paying attention.
When you're at a concert and the front man says, how we doing out there?
Nobody talks.
That's how I feel. How we doing out there? The chat's getting a little
give us a thumbs up or a heart react if you're still with us.
Heart.
Did we bore you?
As our daughter likes to do whenever we leave. She likes to do the heart hands.
Yeah,
Leave us a heart.
She does this. It's cute.
Yeah.
She's cute. All right, guys.
Woo!
This is what we have.
Woo!
Woo! And so you'll notice that, check out how cool this is. You'll notice that on one side, we've got one extra little link there. And on that extra link is our charm. How cool is that?
This vegan suede is the best I've ever worked with. Does it come in round?
No, it should, but no. I've never seen it in round, Susan. I don't know.
You got some
I'll have to
rock on
look with our
emojis.
distributor.
Some rock on emojis.
Heck yeah.
On YouTube.
All right. So this is our clasp. And you're like, what? That's not a clasp. It's a bead. But guess what? It's both. So this is a slide bead, a slide string on slide bead clasp. And we do sell these individually. They're cool. The only thing with these guys is that you have to find exactly the right size cord or chain to go in it. And we've got all the specifications of what it'll fit on. Oh, crispy. Super crisp. We've got all the specifications for what'll work on our website. Oh, thanks, Andrew. Yeah, that was fun.
That from Liverpool. Sorry.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, I got to speed it up because I've been talking too much. So what we're going to do now is hold the ends of our suede so that the points are together. And we're going to make sure, to the best of our ability, that this isn't super twisted. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke these two pointed ends through that hole there, like that, and get my fingers out of the way so you can maybe see. And it's not going to want to go through. And that's okay. We want it to be super tight. So if you've got little bits of fingernails like I do, you can use your fingernails to pull it out. You could also use your pliers to pull just the suede. Or if you're careful, you can go in and use the tweezers like that.
I know.
Frozen. Uh-oh. Are you frozen? Are we frozen? I hope not. So yeah, don't do that. So we want it to look like this, and then we're going to slide this down to our bracelet. Are we frozen for anyone?
You know, I'm a parent.
Other than
Sue?
I'm
a parent because the first thing I thought of was let it go.
Oh, that was beautiful, Alex. Do more of that.
No, that's the only singing you'll ever get from me.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Okay, so this is what we have here, and you can see I didn't do a good job of untwisting, but like I said, you can always go in and untwist that. But I've talked too much, and now we're running short on time. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to size this. Now, this is just a guess. It's not super important, but I'm just going to slide this on my hand just to make sure it goes over. Now, I love long tassel-y dangles. If you don't, then you can tie your knots right here at the end, but I'm going to bring it back a little bit. So you can see I've made sure that this goes on over my wrist. I'm going to tie an overhand knot right here on each of these ends of the suede. And like that. I'm going to take my scissors. I'm going to trim make sure I'm on cam. I'm going to trim the ends. And guys, when I'm trimming the end here, I like to cut it at a little bit of an angle. And I like that look. I think it makes it look a little bit more natural and intentional. And voila.
Voila.
Voila. So
Veni, veni, vici.
you don't even know what that means.
Okay, I saw. I made some jewelry.
So look at that. And then, like I said, one of my favorite parts of this bracelet is you can go back in and kind of play with these when you're wearing it.
You can zip and zoop them.
And we did it. We did it. We did it. So just, Alex, can you put the link in chat again? I'm just going to show you some of the other color combinations that we have done. Here's brass, and I think this is either 2 or 3 for the color. And let me look, actually. It's color 2.
I am dropping the link to this kit if you haven't yet and you want to
hit enter.
No, I did.
Oh, it's just taking a while. Okay.
But yeah, if you want to and you haven't yet, go purchase it.
Please.
Please.
If you want.
Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please.
There. Okay. You sang again. You said you wouldn't.
Andrew said Sunday Serenade, so.
Love it.
Got to give the people what they want.
Love it. No, let's not. Let's not do that. Too much of that. Okay, so I'm going to take a drink of my coffee. You guys would probably guess that I've had enough coffee already today, but no, this is just my natural personality.
True.
On 10 all the time.
Up to 11 all day, every day. Wait, I'm missing comment.
Sally, no reason to glue the knot because this suede is spongy. It's like bouncy, so it'll hold knots on its own. You don't have to.
Someone asked earlier, can you use real leather?
Yes.
I don't know where. I'm sorry, I don't know where. I can't find the question.
I don't think it works as well because the consistency is a lot more different. It's not as spongy and soft. And the whole kind of premise of this bracelet working out the way it does is because the suede is so spongy and soft. It just kind of like holds the spacers where you want them to be.
Then,
so you might not have the same effect.
I mean, I can.
No, it's okay. You might not have the same effect with the spacers, and then also you might not be able to get it through the chain as easily, but experiment with it. You might end up with a really cool bracelet that looks fantastic. Blanca, how thick is the chain? You know, I don't have the answer to that question right now, and I'm sorry. I wish I did, but we can get back with you on that one. So guys, let's talk giveaways. So as you may remember from our previous discussions in the Great Bead Extravaganza, our website is ancient and super old, and it doesn't allow for coupon codes. So I'm so sorry. We can't do that. But we try to keep our prices super reasonable, and we give free gifts with each purchase. So that's our answer to that. Giveaways. So we have 2 super fun giveaways this time. We've got 2 $100. Oh, what did I do to my hair? We've got 2 super fun giveaways to talk about. They're both $100 value, $100 retail value prizes. And I'm going to show you some sneak peeks of what they are. For the first one, what we're going to do is we're going to choose from anybody who has made a TGBE purchase with us so far, or will make a TGBE purchase with us through a week from today. That's the cutoff date. It purchases of $30 or more. You're eligible for one of the $100 value prizes. And if we've already shipped, of course, we'll ship it to you again. And then if we haven't shipped yet, we'll combine it with your purchase. So for the second one, for the second $100 giveaway, this one's really fun. So what we're going to ask you guys to do is we're going to give you a month from today to take a picture of your project. It should give you enough time if you're ordering the kit today to make it. We're going to post like a prompt post in the Great Bead Extravaganza. Take a picture of your finished zipper bracelet and post it in the comments of that post. and we're going to choose one random winner to win the other $100 value prize pack. So I'm excited, but let's show you some of the prizes. The box is too heavy. I can't even pick it up.
Box of goodies.
Oh. Okay. Loom. Hammer. Seed beads. Oh, those are the same color. I've got both prize packs in here, so a lot of the stuff is the same. Tiara cast.
Another one.
Lots and lots of check glass.
That red and black one's.
It's a stunner.
So good.
Tools.
Wow, OMG. Lots
and lots of fancy.
you're
When you post a pic, that's your entry to the giveaway. So posting a picture of your finished zipper bracelet, that's your entry to the giveaway. And it's really just because I want to see all these pretty color combinations. I see them when you guys pick your kits, but I don't see them made up until you show me a picture. So that's my way of prompting you guys to show me these pretty color combinations. There's a lot of stuff in here, a ton of wire, and a lot
one
more.
Of those infinity boxes that just go forever?
It just goes. It's deep. It goes down beneath the store. It goes for. Yeah. All right. I'm putting this stuff away now. So it's heavy. Okay. Once again, we just really appreciate you guys being here, waking up early on a Sunday morning to watch us and watching everybody else's. This has been fantastic. It's so great. Special shout out to Andrew and Sarah and Kate and everybody on the leadership committee who are working super hard behind the scenes, especially people like Alex, for us anyway, who can do all the technical stuff. This has been great. One other thing that I want to mention before we hop off is that we've got a schedule. And I really highly recommend, even just for the rest of the day, but I highly recommend for future events too, to print your schedule because it's easily accessible when you've got it on paper. And also people work really hard to put these graphics together. Like Kristen and Nile, they do a really good job.
We could have saved that and had it actually on.
I know, but I didn't think about that. I've had these printed around the store just for my reference and also so customers could see them.
We're going off script now.
We've been this way the whole time. Yeah. So after us is Heather Powers of Humble Beads. She's going on at 9:15 Pacific time, 12:15 Eastern time, 11:15 Central time. Look, I did it. I converted.
You did? Okay.
Yeah. And so whenever you're done watching us, make sure to refresh the page occasionally. You'll find her presentation. It'll be pinned in the announcements. It should be right at the top of your page. And then another way to just make sure that you don't miss anything is to have your notifications turned on for the group.
Smash that bell icon.
That's great. Yeah. Yeah. So thanks so much so much for joining us today. We appreciate it. Make sure to also go and like everybody's Facebook pages, all the presenters, because then Facebook figures out that you actually like these people, and it'll be more likely to show you content in the group from us that we post.
Do we want to talk about your YouTube channel, maybe?
Oh, yeah, we have a YouTube channel.
People watching.
Yeah, we've got a YouTube channel. It's my name, Abbi Berta. You can go ahead and subscribe if you'd like, and that's it. Yeah, thanks for watching. We're at time.
We're at time.
We'll link it after the fact. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.